My guest today is Luka Radovic, a good friend of mine that I've known for, I don't know how long I've known you. Have I known you since 08, 09? That's when I moved to Quincy.
Yeah.
When did you move to Quincy?
2003.
Okay. And then you went to school here?
Yep, I went through school here in Quincy, Illinois, and when I came here, I started here in second grade. I finished first grade in Serbia, small country in Europe.
Serbia.
Right above Greece to the right of Italy. That's how I always explain it to people. Not Siberia or Syria, but that's a different story.
Do Americans get confused?
Yes. Like, first thing when I tell someone I'm from Serbia, it's really cold there, or, you must be used to the winters because it's so cold. I'm like, no, you're thinking of Siberia, but...
Yeah, you're thinking of Russia.
Yeah.
So Serbia, so it's kind of nestled. I mean, I can picture it kind of perfectly in my mind. It's Mediterranean.
Yes.
It's Croatia, Montenegro,
Bosnia, Macedonia, all that. We all actually used to be one country back in the 80s up to the 90s, and then stuff happened.
Stuff happened. How well when you were growing up in Serbia, how obvious was it of all the things that happened? I mean, essentially Yugoslavia split and got fractured into a bunch of different pieces. And I remember the so-called Bosnian Sarajevo, like the Serbian War, was happening. I think that happened during Clinton.
So it happened 92 to 95.
Right.
Yep.
So that was happening when I was in high school. And all throughout my high school years, that war, massive conflict. Do you guys call it a war?
Yeah. No, it was a massive conflict. I mean, it tanked our economy. I mean, in the 1980s, Yugoslavia was one of the world's best economies. And when we started fighting each other, it just tanked a lot of things in the area.
What year can I ask you what year you were born?
Yeah, I was born in 95. So I actually kind of missed that civil war, I guess, as part of my life, something that I would remember. But I was part of a different thing. In 99, Serbia actually got bombed for 78 days by NATO. And I was part of that. That was a big part of my life.
So when we say NATO, we're obviously talking about the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Yes.
Generally led by the United States.
Yes.
And the other NATO countries.
Yep.
And I'm sure we both generally know what countries are in NATO. And it's kind of prescient now with NATO still being in the news with the Ukraine war and things like that. But so when you were growing up, and did you ever get educated on this stuff? I mean, growing up as like a young kid, a teenager, did your family, friends talk about it? Was this stuff that was on the news? Did you have to learn it on your own? Was it taught in school? That conflict, all that stuff. Yeah. Well, was that taught in Serbia when you were growing up?
Well, I mean, yeah, but again, I only went through first grade, so it was more. For me, it was more taught through my parents and then through just education, because I wanted to know. It was a big part of a Serbian's life, in the 1999, and I just wanted to know more of, why that happening. And of course, there's two sides to every story. There's our side, and then there's the NATO side, right? And as similar to, I think, what currently is going on in this world now. There's the Russian side, there's the Ukrainian side, there's the Palestinian, there's the Israeli side. So the truth always somehow lies in between, no matter what. But back to your question, it was not really talked about at school, definitely not. But it was definitely talked about, with my parents, and just, since we were recently also in a civil war, right? So again, those wars were discussed and everything like that to better yourself, I guess, and then, so hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, how awful.
Yeah.
Like, very bad.
100%.
So, like, growing up, like, being born in this country of the United States, Americans, they go through their public schools, their private schools, and they're taught about the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Okay. They generally don't learn that much about conflicts closest to us, they mostly go all the way back. You know, like when they study world history, they'll study whatever they're going to study. They'll study like how Napoleon brought the elephants across the Alps and all of those things, and they'll get into Revolutionary War. Every kid who graduates from grade school knows the date that our country was founded, 1776, right?
Yep.
But it just interests me when I've got a really good friend from Serbia named Zlatko Masic. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Zlatko is?
No. I know Zlatko, but I don't think...
Do you know Zlatko?
I know Zlatko.
Yeah. Is he an awesome dude?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe
no, he's a cool guy.
Yeah. So, so my Zlatko will probably watch this pod. But he lived in Quincy for a long time. I learned so much. So he was born during the Serbian Civil War, and his mother got kind of pushed onto a boat, and she was about to have the baby. She's about to have him, and they had to go to an island in the Mediterranean where she gave birth to Zlatko, and then they wound up emigrating from Serbia, moved to Clearwater, Florida. He went to UCF. Graduated with an engineering degree, and then got a two-year contracts with General Mills.
That's the same Zlatko that I'm talking about. Zlatko,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zlatko that was in Quincy.
Zlatko Masic.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah. Like super ripped.
Yeah.
Like a little dude, but like very big.
Yeah.
Like he's like a big. To me, he's a very big, large, like unbelievable mind.
Yeah. As soon as you started describing him, I was like, I think we're talking about the same Zlatko.
Yeah.
See, all Serbians know each other. That's a thing.
Everyone knows that. But yeah, no, I mean, he was definitely friends with lots of people around here. Did you ever go out with him?
No, he came, I believe, to the restaurant before. I think before when I don't remember what years he was here, but I remember seeing him at whatever restaurant.
Did you guys speak in Serbian?
Of course.
Okay, good. Now he tries to speak Serbian to me. I'm just like, in inglés, por favor. He's like, what language is that? I'm like, I don't know. I saw it on Sesame Street. But well, anyway, what was it like coming over to this country? Which, by the way, so I do have immigration questions for all of my friends that I really want to ask. I'm like, how rough was it? Was it hard to get here? Is it hard to stay? You know, it's none of my business whether or not, like, to get all into the details of your personal life. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the questions abound. Like, you don't have to answer these questions, but like things like, you know, how hard is it to become an American citizen? I consider you to be American.
I'm not American yet, just FYI.
Okay.
I'm on a green card, so we're in the process.
You're in the process?
Yes.
I like you more than I like most Americans.
Thank you.
There's lots of Americans that I think should get out of here. I think you should, like, you and I should just
stay.
Yeah. But yeah, because I feel like you're you know, in Zlatko, our Zlatko from Serbia, he's super patriotic. He loves this country.
Oh, I do too.
He loves this country so much. As a matter of fact, Quincy is an interesting place insofar as you get people from other places in the States, like bigger cities.
Yep.
From like Arizona or California or New York or Chicago, and they will come here and they will poo-poo Quincy. Okay?
Yeah.
Get where I'm going here?
Yep.
But you know what? Guys like Zlatko that came from a war-torn country, his experience of America and his experience of Quincy is very different. He'll say things like Zlatko will say things like, so the thing about Quincy's really small. It's like one of the largest small towns that you could ever visit.
That's true. That's a good way to describe it. I like
It's a very large, small town.
Yeah.
It's small enough where everyone kind of knows each other-ish. Well, if you're social.
Yep.
Like, if you're social and you're out in Quincy doing stuff, being a producer and being a cool person, you will meet 1,000 people.
Yeah, at least.
You'll meet 1,000 people. But if you don't do anything in Quincy, and you just go to the grocery store, work at home, and you don't participate in the social collective, you're just going to be like, Quincy's going to be very boring.
Yep.
What is your general feeling of Quincy? And you can be as honest as you want.
No, Quincy has a big place in my heart. I mean, Quincy gave me and my family kind of everything. You know, it was kind of our first stepping stone when we came to United States. My stepfather completed a school, and how we got to United States was because my mom got married to my stepdad, who she met back home, and we ended up moving here because he was already here. He came in the 90s as a foreign exchange student due to the wars back home. He ended up staying in the area, finishing Culver Stockton, and moving to Quincy, working at a mercantile bank. I love Quincy. It's similar to what Zlatko would say. It's been an amazing town to me and my family. We have our family business here.
What is the family business?
It's a small little Italian joint
called
tiramisu.
Tiramisu,
like the dessert.
And like the dessert, and your family owns and operates that restaurant.
Yes,
you guys do an amazing job.
Thank you. My father and mother put a lot of work into it, into behind the scenes. A lot of the things that you don't see in the day-to-day, year-to-year operations of a restaurant. But again, if it wasn't for Quincy and the Quincy people, tiramisu wouldn't be tiramisu. So
that's true. That's true. And it's such an interesting. This is where partnerships become so important. Mm-hmm. So I look at you generally as a leader, and I think the way that you speak, the way that you handle yourself, you vibrate so high. Your frequency you vibrate way up here. So whenever people are around you, they feel really good. Okay, this is like something that I have talked to, and I'm surprising you this rhetoric.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is not something that we discuss in the green room. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna kiss your butt for 30 seconds. Yeah. So, for example, last week, perfect example. You're at the restaurant, and you don't work at tiramisu per se. Mm-mm. I mean, you do. So you don't work at tiramisu, but when I saw you last week, whenever it was, you're working.
Yeah,
you were working.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you don't work there.
Yeah.
So what an interesting place, because you work in St. Louis. Tell me about your job in St. Louis real quick, and then we'll come back to the tiramisu.
So I work for Medtronic. Medtronic is the world's largest medical device company, and I'm currently essentially in medical sales is the field. I'm a therapy consultant for structural heart. So I help surgeons and physicians put in a heart implant. Essentially, we replace the aortic valve, so it's the last valve of the heart before all the blood goes down the aorta and into your whole body. In older people, that valve goes bad, and we access it through your leg. We go up the artery, and we place an artificial, essentially pig heart, or valve that's made out of pig heart.
That goes up through the leg?
Yep.
So the pig heart valve travels through
the leg.
The leg up through there?
Yep. So your arteries are like plumbing in the body. So you can access your heart from the bottom of your leg. And it's kind of fascinating when you...
Okay. So you just taught me something I did not know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew that there are veins and arteries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood to the heart.
To the heart.
Am I right?
Yes, good job. Yeah.
My 7th grade science class,
yes.
Anatomy class. But you're telling me that your company, the surgeons, the doctors, everybody together has manifested a technology that you can carry a pig heart valve through the plumbing?
Yep.
You could go...
So I actually do the crimping myself in the surgery. So Medtronic structural heart, along with AAA grafting, is one of the most involved in medical sales, as in to patient. Where of course I cannot touch the patient, but I do the whole surgical planning. So I'll get a CT scan, I'll size up all the arteries, essentially all the passageways, I'll do all the measurements, and I'll make the surgical plan for the doctor, and then the doctor if he chooses to go with our company, I have to be present for the surgery, and I bring the catheter, I bring the pig heart, I bring the loader, and then I'm fully scrubbed in, and then actually do the loading of the valve and crimping. So we take something that's, I want to say as big as your index finger and as wide as 3 of your index finger, and I crimp it onto a little catheter that's about 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters. Okay.
And we just essentially push it up through your artery and into the heart and do the deployment. And that's
5 millimeters is like half a centimeter?
yeah.
Okay. So you use the metric system?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Why be so accurate?
Yeah. Well, in medical, they actually use French sizes too. There's 10 French that's
They do?
just, yeah.
didn't know that.
It's a different. So like each catheter is like there's 5 French, 6 French, 7 French. So it's.
Oh, I did not. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting.
Yep.
How long have you been doing that work?
So I've been in medical sales for about 4 years now. So I was part of 2 different kind of startup companies prior to having the opportunity to join Medtronic. I joined Medtronic actually in a different division, which was coronary and renal denervation. So it was basically for your general heart attacks, anything that's needed for when a person has a heart attack or is putting a stent in. That was that division, along with renal denervation that just recently got approved FDA about a year and a half ago, almost actually 2 years ago inside the United States. Got clearance, and it's a new procedure again that goes through your leg. We go into your renal arteries and we ablate the renal arteries, and that directly correlates to lowering blood pressure.
Ooh, can you do that for me? Go in there and ablate my renal arteries.
I know a guy.
You?
I know a guy.
Yeah, get me in there so I can get this blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
So Medtronic, the reason why I know about Medtronic is because my mother had a lot of work done in her back where Medtronic, the company, put kind of like almost like an experimental pain interferencer in her back, like a computer.
Usually for, I don't want, it's not my profession, but it's neuromodulation usually is the, so that controls the nerves and everything in the back.
Controls the nerves and kind of interferes in the neural pathways to create interference so the body doesn't know it's in so much pain.
Yeah.
And so they insert those into the back, like fully invasive, like in the back. So like it's like you can see it through the skin.
Yep.
My mom had that. And it's like $1 million part.
Oh yeah.
And it's what's really truly amazing is how Medicare, as long as you have all of the right stuff, like all the right add-ons, Medicare will pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is really, I mean, $1 million bills, where if your deductible is $2,000 or $3,000, which
it's a good day for you.
I really think we're in the golden age of Medicare.
Yeah.
Right now, it's really incredible.
So yeah, I mean that's when you think about that. Like I probably at certain time when I go on my procedure days, sometimes I'll have up to 5 or 6 procedures in a day, surgeries. I'll have about $600,000 to $700,000 worth of product in the back of my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, good for you. What was your major?
So I got a degree in mechanical engineering and also in math and physics.
Okay, smarty pants.
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It was.
So do you have to have a degree like that to do that work?
Not really, but it definitely helps. Especially the more invasive you want to get, whether you want to do like pacemakers, it helps to have a biomedical engineering degree. At advanced, I want to call that an advanced degree, definitely kind of helps. But you can, as long as you kind of prove yourself in different roles to get the opportunity to prove yourself in medical device sales, you can get in with almost any major.
So Medtronic is your first job, but let's go back to your second job, tiramisu.
No, that was my true. Well, actually, my first job was when I was 8 years old. Actually, in a little restaurant here. I'll never forget that.
Tell me.
So it was actually Busy Bistro.
Oh.
Back, I don't even know. Yeah, that was. I don't know. I want to say it was like.
Wait, so Ilya worked at Busy Bistro, didn't he?
He was actually hired on to be the manager there.
Yeah.
And kind of be the control of the operations.
Yeah.
And again, being an immigrant family, from a young age, I want to say I was always trying to find ways to be. So it was winter. I was a little kid at 8 years old. I was only 5'3" at 8 years old.
Okay.
That's
tall.
That's tall.
That's super tall. That's like full height for a woman.
Yeah. So I did coat checks. And that was actually my first job in America as a little 8, 9-year-old. I checked coats. And I made my first night $82.
How much?
$82 in my first.
Hold on, I'm gonna call the Tiptons in the Department of Labor and like figure out here like how we can go back and like hurt people.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. So that's amazing. So do you know what's going on with the Tiptons and the Department of Labor thing? Did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
So there's a restaurant in town that has it's a family business, meaning the whole family works at the restaurant.
Yep.
So you got a mom and dad and like a handful of kids, and the mom and dad, they do a ton of work. This is in Quincy. As a matter of fact, this is like in the general area here. I won't even say the name of the restaurant. There's a restaurant in town, and essentially one of the kids just loves the restaurant biz. Just loves it. Like just sees that his parents are doing things, is watching his dad. So for example,
I think the same. I think I can correlate. I was watching my parents, my dad and my...
So for example, so check this out. Imagine you're at the restaurant. You're an 8-year-old kid, so this kid is like 9 or 10 years old. Imagine he might be 11. I think I'm not sure. Let's just call him 11. It's late at night. All the kids want to go home, but his dad has to take out the trash and drag the trash to the dumpster. This kid wants to stay and be with his father and says, Dad, I want to do that. Dad, I'll clean this. I'll do this. Teach me. Exactly. It's like homeschooling.
Yeah.
It's like just his dad's not forcing him to do it. His dad's just like, wow, you have an enormous work ethic. Your initiative is incredible. What a bright-eyed, amazing child.
Yep.
That this dad thinks about his kid. And the Department of Labor came in and said that, oh, no. You guys are doing bad stuff. Do you believe that? Like, there's a...
I mean, I'm kind of shocked, I guess, to say, but I guess as long as the kid wasn't forced to do, and he was willing to learn. I mean, similar to I wanted to be involved, and I know how much, my family kind of struggled through the process of getting where we are at today. I wanted to be a helping hand in any sort of way I could. So, whether he's American or not, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think if a kid, especially in this day and age and this culture, with what we're seeing, the things, if people are wanting to work, let them work. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they're begging you, if they're begging you, then and they're like, please let me do this. Why should like a government step in and like get in the middle of this? It's insane. Yeah. What did you do so you did coat check at 8. Did you ever graduate to bussing tables?
Yeah, I bussed tables. I bussed tables actually when Bootaloo first opened.
Okay.
And then bussed tables at Tiramisu before we kind of became partners with Roberto at the time. And then I did a lot of things throughout.
Did you wait tables?
Huh?
Did you wait tables?
I did wait tables at one point.
At
as well.
Tiramisu or Bootaloo?
At neither, actually. It was actually a little thing I did during college as well, down in St. Louis. So.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. So SIU, Little E.
SIU, Little E?
Little E, that's, yeah.
Is there an SIU, Big E?
There's a SIU, Little C, Carbondale. Or maybe it's a Big C, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard Little C, Big C, Little E, whatever.
No, it's just like because in all logos, like it's all SIU is the big, and then it's always Little E.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I never noticed that before. Okay, so that makes total sense.
Yeah.
It's all Southern Illinois University, and there's two or three campuses, right? Edwardsville and Carbondale. So you went to Edwardsville?
Yep.
Okay. So when you go back to St. Louis, are you going to go back tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so go back home, whatever, and go to some awesome restaurant and meet the cool city people? Yeah,
I try to venture out. I mean, to be honest with you, I have a lot of work throughout the week, so I don't venture out. I actually spend most of my work week, most of the time in Quincy, just kind of being with the family, because I cover hospitals actually in Springfield and Peoria, so Quincy is just come see my family throughout the week, and then we have the fun weekends in St. Louis and do it all over again, kind of stay on my toes. Family is a huge, important part for me, and as I think it really is for any immigrant family. So I love to come see my family whenever I can. And the 2 little dogs. Sometimes my parents think I'm coming to see them, but I'm really coming for the 2 little dogs.
Little dogs?
Yes.
Like how little?
No, little toy poodles, like 10 pounds.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no,
that's pretty small.
Yeah.
That's pretty small. So when you are in when you're in the St. Louis area and you do go out, what are the hot places to go out? See, I could ask you, what are the hot places to go out in Quincy?
Yeah.
I can ask you that, and I do want to I do want to see what you say about that. But what are some cool places to go in St. Louis? So if I wanted to take my wife out in the St. Louis area,
Yeah.
either over by SLU, over by so what is it?
There's Clayton.
There's Clayton,
Forest Park. Okay.
Forest Park.
Central West End has a few nice. So
Yep.
that's where I have one of my condos, and I love it there. I think Central West End is a nice young area. It reminds me a lot of Europe. So that's when I moved to St. Louis. I bought my condo there in 2019, and it's just an area that you can kind of go walk around. It has a lot of different ethnicity, cuisines, Indian, Mexican, American. Your American dive bars that I really don't go to, but it has a few of those, and sushi, amazing sushi places.
Are you a big sushi guy?
I actually am.
Really?
I actually.
Is this a new thing?
No.
You've liked sushi for a long time?
Yes. I mean, I grew up, so I like fish, right?
Okay,
but
sure.
like, I guess I wasn't eating sushi 20 years, like when I was a kid, but throughout college you start.
But did you eat a lot of fish in Serbia?
Yeah.
I mean, just like pulled directly out of the Mediterranean, or like around?
Yeah.
lakes?
Especially when we go down to Montenegro and spend my summers in Montenegro. So both my father and Ilya's, my stepdad's parents, are both from the Montenegro area.
Okay.
So spend a lot of summers there, and I mean, the seafood there is as fresh as it gets. I mean,
Do you ever miss that area to the point where you would move back?
I miss it, yes, but to the point where I would move back, I don't think so. There's been for different opportunities potentially in the, I mean, I think in my career it would be good to have international experience and maybe go work for Medtronic Europe for a little bit.
Okay.
But
What is the big draw from where you're from to go back? So let's assume that you're doing so well here, and you're doing you're killing it in every aspect of your life. I feel like
I'm trying to make a living.
you're so modest. I mean, like, I'm trying to think. Have you ever seen the movie Twins
Yes.
with Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
and Schwarzenegger? If you and I went out downtown St. Louis, I'd be the Danny DeVito in like the group, like between me and you. You're gonna be like the beautiful twin. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the guy being like, "Dang, you get so many girls." Dude, there's like 4 girls over there that want to take you home. Can you like shove me in a suitcase so I can watch?
Yeah.
But like, what is the draw when you go back to Serbia or Montenegro, or when you go back? So you've got 2 homes. Maybe you have 3 homes.
I have a lot. Yeah.
You have 3 homes.
Yeah.
Right. Quincy, St. Louis,
And Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to your first home, what's the big draw? What's the thing that you're so happy? Is it the food? Is it friends? Is it family? Is it seeing people that you haven't seen in a long time and you feel nostalgic?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's definitely a mixture of everything. I think family, of course, is number one. As I kind of reiterated before, family is number one. That's the first thing that I do. I kind of have a ritual, essentially, that first day that I land. I'm going to see my aunt from my mom's side, and then I go try to see my aunt from my dad's side, see my grandma. And then always the first morning when I come to Serbia, I go have breakfast with my grandpa. So it's
Okay.
So for me, as I said, before, seeing family is first most.
That really. So when you say that, you're not saying that just to say it because you feel like it's a soundbite.
No.
You feel that strongly. There's just a lot of people that.
It's a known. I can just tell my family. I mean, I plan on now potentially going back at the middle of December. If I tell them a date, they know I'm coming. You know what I mean? And I'm coming to see them that night. No matter, there's no how tired I am, no nothing. I'm going to see all my family within the first couple of days.
Okay, so the reason for you to go back to the Serbia area, I mean, the Mediterranean area, what is that little nook? Is the old Slavic? I mean, Is there? Do you guys back home? Do you guys have? Is there like a slang or some nomenclature for what that area is called now?
Which one specifically?
Like Serbia,
like
the Serbia,
Balkan. It was like, well, the Balkan area.
Balkans.
The Balkans, yeah. So Croatia,
That's what it is.
Bosnia,
That's
Serbia,
what it is.
Macedonia, all that is the Balkan area. So
Okay, yeah. Okay, I knew that I was searching for
Yeah,
that. So when you
yep.
go back to that area, you're saying that family is the number one thing.
definitely.
Okay, for me it would be the fish,
Yeah.
and the beaches, and
Yeah.
like the crazy, insane beaches, like the way the I don't want to. I've never been there.
What are you? Well,
I've never been there.
we should do this. There.
How do we do that?
I know people.
You do? Can we go over there? And can we turn the tables and then you could fire a bunch of questions at me?
Yeah, I'll give you 5 days to fall in love with Serbia or fall in love with Serbia, the Balkan area, and then I'll quiz you on it.
Well, so what's so crazy too is like, so admittedly last night in getting ready for a pod with you, I did do 20, 30 minutes of just general research on Medtronic, Serbia, and you know what happened? So I take my phone and I'm taking my Apple Maps and I'm looking at the beach area and I'm scrolling in. Croatia steals all this beach area.
Oh yeah.
Is this a problem for the Serbs?
No. I mean, we have Montenegro, but again, Montenegro is its own country. But again, Croatia is an extremely known, popular touristic destination to the point that it's hyper-inflated with the cost of living actually in Croatia, especially like when you think of Dubrovnik, when you think of Split. Dubrovnik, I think statistically, is 7 to 10 times more expensive as a city than any other your regular average town in Croatia, just because of the tourists that it attracts. But it's a beautiful, and to anyone who is venturing out, I mean.
And Dubrovnik is that the city closest to Serbia?
Rufnik?
Dubrovnik?
Oh, Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is on the coast. Sorry, yeah. Dubrovnik is on the coast next to Montenegro.
Not to Montenegro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Serbia is landlocked, so we do not have beaches through. I mean, we have. Yeah, they
Croatia.
They kind of
in their land grab there. Are they Croats? Am I saying that? How do you say someone who's or the Croatians?
Yeah, the Croatians. That's in English. I mean, they're Hrvat.
That's it.
Yeah.
You say it better. No, the Croatians, they're greedy.
Yeah, but they're skinny, But then we have a big chunk of, So
Okay.
I don't know how.
When you live in Serbia, can you easily just drive into Croatia and go to the beach? Do you have to go through customs?
Yeah, you have to go through border. So I mean, there's border control between every country, but it's pretty easy. Now, Croatia is part. So it's part of European Union. So I think you need a passport because it is part of European Union. I might be wrong on that.
Is Serbia part of the EU?
No.
Why?
Pros and cons.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's sometimes.
Is it because they don't want to bend the knee?
Yeah, we don't want to give up some of the things that come with us. So, kind of I wouldn't say why, I guess back to why we got bombed in the 90s was due to what we still consider part of Serbia, a region called Kosovo. It's in the southern province. And what we say is we were defending our own land, as you guys are currently doing now. And have been for a while with immigration and everything.
Wait.
No, that's a different topic. Wait. Let me finish my story before.
Go ahead.
I'm kidding.
Tell
me. So that's what was I going to say? I forgot my train of thought.
I totally took you off your train of thought.
Yes, you did.
I totally screwed you up. So Kosovo.
Kosovo, yeah.
And you guys were getting bombed.
Yeah. So for 78 days because
we're talking about why?
Oh, European Union. So why don't we? So we have to accept Kosovo as an independent nation for us to be in one of the steps, and that's never going to happen.
You guys have to
accept. Basically, imagine if Mexico, or not Mexico, sorry, if Texas all of a sudden proclaimed independence and it became its own independent state. And for you guys to be part of this organization, you guys have to claim that, hey, Texas is really no longer part of the United States. It's now it's its own thing. It has its own government, which, even though it currently does because of the regime that came in and everything like that, we still consider it part of Serbia.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. So much drama.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to critique one thing that you said. So I think you have a really neat, I don't want to call it a privilege. Like the difference between rights and privileges are very near and dear and close to my heart. So I don't think you can take away rights. I think rights can be violated.
Of course.
But I don't think you can take away the right. So if I say that I have a right to free speech, people will try to censor me. They can try to violate my right, but they can't take away my right.
Of course.
Okay. Or if I say that I have a driver's license, it's a privilege to have a driver's license. It's not a human right.
Of course.
So,
you don't get born with a driver's license.
And those privileges can be revoked, taken away, things like that. I think you have an interesting. It's not a privilege. I think it's fortune, because you know how people talk about like white privilege. I'm just going to say like, as me like being a white person, I don't think that I don't think my whiteness can be taken away. I think I have like being white is almost like a right.
Yeah.
Like I can't scrub off my white. So that's the reason why I don't call it white privilege.
Yeah.
Is because what are you gonna do? Like take this away from me?
Yep.
Like this, I look at it more as like, and this is a very scary word to use, but it's more like fortune. So like if someone's like black and they really are proud of themselves being black, like good for you. That's fortune. If you have a dual citizenship thing brewing, where you've got, so if you consider yourself half American, half Serb, okay, that sounds amazing. That sounds like such a cool thing.
100%.
I will tell you, like I view that as one of the coolest things that a person can do is have dual citizenship, essentially. And be honest, I think being American is really special.
100%.
And I think like any country that somebody comes from and they come to America and they've got that citizenship. So do you still have Serbian citizenship?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
And I'm essentially considered a resident, a U.S. resident, because I'm on me and my family are still on a green card.
Okay, good, good. And this idea of, the reason why I'm going to say is like when we're talking about like you guys, what you guys are doing, you said it to me a few minutes ago. We're talking about immigration and like border crossings. You said you guys. I want you to say we.
Yeah.
It's we.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna become naturalized.
Of course.
And then you should invite me.
Of course.
You should invite me to dinner.
I think you know where it will be.
With your whole.
I think you know.
I think I know where dinner's gonna be.
Yeah.
Can I just pull up a chair with my vodka tonic? Like, hi everybody.
No, vodka is allowed, and then of course you'll have to have Serbian brandy.
Oh, is it Slivovica?
Slivovica, yeah.
Oh, dude, guess what? I've had Slivovica.
Ilya gave you?
No, Zlatko.
Oh, sorry. That was going to be my third guess. It was either Ilya, me, or Zlatko.
No, so Ilya has definitely given me different kinds of brandies like that. Because really, aren't they brandies?
Yeah, no, that's just the preparation is, but then there's, pear, there's apricot, there's different, based on the names, and then.
I mean, honestly, it tastes like jet fuel.
Yeah.
No.
Like your American moonshine. Or I shouldn't say American moonshine. Yeah.
Us Americans.
Your moonshine.
No, listen. I'm your typical, like, kind of ignorant American where I haven't traveled the world. I don't have dual citizenship.
Yeah.
I only speak one language. Like, loser. That's me.
No.
Listen, I'm joking,
Yeah.
but like, listen, I am so proud of the way that I was raised with my parents explaining to me how amazing it was, like our ancestors, like coming to this country. So we've got, like my mix-up of family ancestry is German, Irish, Welsh, French.
That's typical American thing, by the way. When you start naming off different things.
No, it's because...
You know what I am?
Serbian.
There you go.
Serbian, right.
100%.
And there's no chance.
No.
And there's no chance that maybe your great-great-great-great grandfather came from the Switzerland area?
No.
Well, congratulations for being a purebred.
No, but I
More
think,
fortune for you.
yeah, no, I think when you, I mean, it's kind of funny how you talk about family too. I really am kind of, talking about immigration and everything, and still currently dealing with, the immigration of that, or the immigration of bringing my other brother from Serbia here to John Wood, and
Is he here yet?
yeah, he's here. So
Okay.
I have essentially, I'm the only one between my actual parents, and then between my mom and stepdad and Quincy, I have my little brother Marco, plays tennis at Quincy University.
Oh yeah, he's a stud tennis player.
He's okay.
Huh?
He's okay. I'm kidding. No,
no,
he's
I mean-
good. No, I love. I'm so proud of, and then I'm so proud of all my siblings. I really am, and back home between my dad and stepmom, I have a brother that I brought over to the United States actually last year for high school, and now college, and then I have two younger sisters as well. So,
Are they still over in Serbia?
yeah. So my mom,
Are you trying to bring? I mean, would you like all of them to come over?
essentially. I mean,
Is that hard to do?
yeah, it's not an easy process, of course. I mean, especially when you want to do it legally and the right way. Also to give them opportunity, because if they come here, legally through the schooling and finish the schooling, then it gives them the opportunity to stay here and actually make a life for themselves in the United States legally. But then there's also, what most people do when they violate their right is they come sometimes here either illegally without anybody knowing, or they come in as a tourist and then overstay their welcome in the United States.
Yeah.
Which happens quite a bit.
Well, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, that's never been in the news. Like none of that immigration stuff even like penetrates the news.
See, that's why I drink my coffee just cold, not without ice, because of PTSD.
Explain.
Ice.
Oh, jeez. That went right over my head. Thank you for bringing me coffee. By the way, I know you gave one to Michelle too.
Yeah.
And Randy didn't accept because he's tea only.
It's
But
okay.
that was very nice of you.
We can't
to,
you can't have a conversation with a European without drinking coffee. I think it's the only right way to do. Like, maybe, next time when I have a conversation, bring sweet tea, right? Is that kind of?
I mean, sweet tea. Isn't that for like people from Alabama? I think they drink sweet tea. I don't know, sweet tea. It's got a bunch of sugar in it. It's pretty much like this much tea, that much sugar.
Yeah. Well,
It'll
just
just
like in
make you-
America, like baseball and sweet tea. I don't know.
Oh, that's yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So, I don't want to spend too much more time on the immigration thing, but like, what do you think about this idea of like the immigration situation in America? Do you think that the American government should fix a broken immigration system? Do you think that, does it make you mad that you did everything the right way and you see other people come in and get, or do you have more of a, am I projecting things on you? Because I'm just kind of,
No, you're not projecting. I mean, of course, I will say my own opinion. I mean, it's kind of a bittersweet, a mixture of both, I would say, just because I was an immigrant, right? So I know what those people, I want to say 90% what their cause is to come here for a better life or to provide for help family. And I don't know if that's the correct percentage, right? But to provide better life maybe for themselves and or family back home, But it's also it's the risk when they come here illegally that they have to take. If they're gonna come, if I'm rushing to the hospital because I got an emergency call, and I'm going 90, that's at my own risk, right? Legally, I'll get a ticket, right? Yeah. So that's something I'm willing to do to benefit, me getting there earlier, right? So I think it's kind of, of course, it doesn't directly correlate to that, but when someone does come here illegally, it's I understand, but it's the risk. But then you can't get mad if you get caught. You know what I mean? Like
that's interesting.
That you can't.
So what you're doing there with that position, because I think I should adopt more of that line of thinking, because the way that you're saying it, there's some compassion there and there's some empathy. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to be empathetic I'm not very good at showing empathy all the time.
Nor am I.
Now,
You can ask my parents.
Yeah, like
I'm very blunt.
My family will tell me that I am not empathetic. It's one of the things that I'd be lying if I told you that I try to work on it. But I'm sympathetic. Like I understand, I can give sympathy, but empathy is something deeper. Empathy is when like you're saying that you're an immigrant, you understand why they are coming over here illegally, because so put aside the people seeking asylum, and they're coming from war-torn countries, and they're trying to like live. Okay, maybe they're starving and their homes have been destroyed, and they're literally just trying to survive. And there's other people that just want to come to America, because why wouldn't you want to come to America?
The land of opportunity, and it's true.
Do you think that you have already achieved the American dream, or do you think that you're still working towards it?
I think it's a, how do I say it? I think it's a, my personal kind of slogan is that it's not that I'm not satisfied, it's just, I'm just not content. So have me and my family achieved the American dream? You could say some, you know. I mean, can we live off of what we're currently doing? 100%. You know, but you know, there's always more, and that's one of the biggest thing I think what draws people to the United States is the opportunity. That if you are willing to put your head down and work and do the right things to abide, you can make anybody can make an American dream. You know what I mean? It just takes the mentality and the passion behind it.
So without getting into your personal life, I can just tell you as a person that's looking at what you've accomplished so far. So got a guy who's from Serbia, from Europe, outside the United States, comes to the United States, assimilates rather easily. Do you feel like your family assimilated rather easily?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And then living in a place like Quincy, because you guys didn't have to come to Quincy.
Yeah.
Didn't have to.
No.
But Ilya went to school around here. You went to school here.
Yep.
Then you went to SIUE.
Yeah, 2 hours away. Yep.
2 hours away, and you keep on coming back. You're here right now. You're here right now on the promenade in Joe Alley talking to me. So the things that I have seen that you've accomplished, not that I have not watched you every step of the way.
Yeah.
I can't say I've known you since you were a baby. I'm so proud of you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I first met you, which to be honest with you, I believe to be 17 years ago. I believe that I met you 17 years ago at the old Tiramisu. I don't remember the extreme details, but I'm pretty good friends with Roberto.
Yep.
I'm also pretty good friends with Ilya and your mom.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, like
when I told them I was doing this, they were actually kind of excited. They were actually very excited. But.
Yeah, so I'm huge fans of your parents. Huge. They are some of my favorite people ever. Yeah. In my whole entire life, they're some of my favorite people.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That means a lot.
Yeah. So not only you're your own person, but not only are you really fun, but you're also an extension of that. So when I say that I've known you for 17 years, like I've known of you for 17 years.
Yeah.
But when I've watched, for you to do all of the things that you've done, come to this country, work at 8 years old in a coat check at the Busy Bistro, and matriculated all the way through these different levels, going to school, and then like living in the St. Louis area. I mean, do you live in the city of St. Louis?
Yeah, it's essentially, yeah. Yep.
Do you have like a St. Louis address?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you're doing that, and you've invested well. You have a kick butt job, and like I said last week, I saw you, and I'm like, oh man, Luka's here, because I was there with my kids.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So just getting there and like just talking to you. To me, maybe you're waiting for the house and picket fence and the wife and the children and your whole family here and the massive pile of money, and then all of a sudden you sit back with a cigar and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel like you have achieved the American dream, but there's different levels of it.
Of course, definitely. 100%.
There's like a base level American dream where people, you're already in the kind of the top 1% of the world.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not talking about net worth. Okay. I'm not talking about just money, like scratch and go. I'm talking about, listen, if when you live in America, and this is so interesting with like the New York mayoral election was last night, and there was that guy named Mamdani that just won. That's an unbelievable achievement.
100%. Defining all odds, I would say, especially in New York with what has happened historically. You know what I mean, and everything like that. I mean, New York has been known to be Democrat, but like again, not between Democrat and Republic, but like Republican. But it's just that he won, and it's maybe he achieved his American dream.
Say what you want about him. I mean, you know,
No.
I didn't get to vote in that election. I don't live in New York City. I can't vote for mayor. But it's you know, it's top line news this morning.
Yeah.
And even last night. It's one of the biggest deals in politics. My whole point there is to not necessarily bring up you know, the socialist communist mayor that they've got in New York that's going to burn the city down. I'm talking about I'm kidding. I'm talking about how a man like Mamdani, he's 34 years old. Has he achieved the American dream? What is the American dream?
Yeah.
If you're from Uganda, is it Uganda or Uganda? Whatever.
Uganda, yeah.
You say potato, I say vodka. No. If you take a guy like that who goes through all of that and comes all the way over to the United States and becomes the mayor of New York City, that is some level of American dream.
100%.
So, and then back to you in terms of like, or Zlatko. Like, look what Zlatko did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was born on an island in the Mediterranean. They had nothing to eat for 3 days. They're on a boat. They found themselves, they had to bust their ass and make it to the United States. They moved to Clearwater. His parents still live in Clearwater. They're Serbian Muslim. I don't know what they're doing right now. I should call them. But they probably dug a hole in their backyard, roasting a whole lamb right now. Because I don't know if that's the way that Serbian Muslims do it, or if that's just, is that a Serbian Muslim thing, or is that a Serbian thing?
So it's not a
like digging a hole in your backyard.
So funny thing is, so there I don't want to say there's no such thing as a Serbian Muslim, but
Okay.
The whole region is kind of split up back to geography and
tell me.
Yugoslavia. So Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia. Let's just use those three. Serbians are Christian, Bosnians are generally Muslim, and Croatians are generally Catholic. So a Serbian can be born in Bosnia and be a Christian, and he would say he's a Serbian. So it's more to your religious belief that's tied. So
okay, hold on.
I think if I don't remember correctly, but I think Zlatko has mixed marriage. I think his dad or mom is Serbian, and then his whatever dad or mom is Bosnian.
Is Bosnian.
Yeah, so that's a mixed marriage. That's what back in the day would be called mixed marriage for us.
Ooh, it was that a faux pas back then? Was that a no-no?
It was not a no-no, but just because of the extreme.
Was it like the Montagues and the Capulets? In terms of like, so you got two families that shouldn't get together, but they did?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah.
But this thing of like, so real quick, does your family, has your family ever dug a hole in the ground and roasted a lamb?
Not inside the United States, no. So we've done it in Serbia, like in the village and everything like that, or in the mountains, yes.
Woo, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
you
amazing.
roast a pig or lamb or,
Yeah, we did that. Is that illegal in the States? Because we did it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we went to Zlatko's house.
You can go to Ruler King. I found that out, and you can buy an animal. I found that out actually.
Where?
Ruler King, something. It's like a country store down in southern Illinois.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can buy a what?
You can buy animals. You can buy sheep. You can buy animals, and you can.
Take
But
home
but actually, I don't know who I heard the story from, but somebody because when you buy, let's say, if you buy a chicken, they're not going to call you. But if you buy like a sheep or something, they're going to call you after a week or two to see how. And one of the Serbian Bosnian families down in St. Louis went and bought it and cooked it. And they inspection call, hey, how's the animal doing? Oh, it was great. It's great.
Oh, you're kidding me.
But
you're not supposed to eat them?
No, when you buy them from a store, you have to do it a certain different way. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know about this.
But Rural King is like a country store.
Rural King, yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like what's the one here? Is there one in
Farm and Home Supply?
That one. So it's like that, but like on a Southern Illinois elevated basis.
So okay, so like you know how you can go to Farm and Home Supply over there on Broadway, and you can buy chicks, Have you ever seen that? You can go there and buy little bitty, cute little
Yeah,
baby chicks.
Yeah.
They're adorable. Is it legal to grow them up into chickens and slaughter them and eat them? Can you do that?
I don't know. That's...
Well, I guess I'm going to try it.
Well, I wouldn't try it. I would first find out before.
I'm going to first find out if it's legal or not. Man, I'm so excited you came here. Did I tell you it was going to go by fast?
Yeah, it flew right by.
Is there anything that you want to add? Anything about Medtronic or tiramisu or anything? We covered some stuff. Will you come on again?
Of course, I would love. I think there's
it's fun,
I think
right?
there's definitely different topics we can discuss. It's open conversation. So
as we're leaving, I promised you I would do this. What is the difference between Serbian girls and American girls?
Oh.
Are you going to get into trouble if you say this?
No, but you asked me. You asked me just real quick. You said, "Is there a difference?" And I thought we were going to stop there. I didn't think we were going to have to go into details.
Okay, how about this? How about this? Is there a difference between Serbian girls and American girls?
I said yes. Culturally, I mean, I definitely do. I think just generally, yeah. I would say.
Okay, man. So like, you know what? Listen, all the girls, they're all after you in St. Louis and probably here too.
No.
Like the Quincy girls, you kind of like, the Quincy girls aren't really good enough for you. No offense.
No, I'm not. I'm busy working. I don't know what you're doing.
You're just too busy. You're too busy. No, I'm not going to put you on the spot like that. But
that could be a topic for next time.
Yeah.
To be continued.
I'll tell you what. When you come back, we'll open with girls.
Yep.
And then, yeah, you know how many like girls are going to come in on the chat now on Facebook, and they're like, "Who is that guy? Who is that stud?" I'm like, that's Ilya Susanna's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from him. He's in St. Louis doing big things.
I'm trying to make a living in America. That's what I always say. But no, it really was an opportunity. It was awesome to talk to you and to talk about different topics and just kind of freelance. And it was an amazing opportunity. And I just want to thank you for hosting me and look forward to hopefully meeting up again soon.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.